seem to be slowly adapting. Okay, with both teams having to put everything on that one card. I want to see your cards. I want to see chat's cards. Who is going to win? Vote it out for me. Let me know what you think that's going to happen with just 30 seconds before these teams come out of the gate.
It's going to be good. It's really going to be good. I expect Israel to stick to what is working. They've lost the mirror matchup, so don't enter into it. We asked that question of Switzerland in our previous game. Switzerland, you keep losing the mirror matchup. Do you want to play anything else? The answer was no. They kept getting beaten. I think there's definitely merit in just doing something different if you don't think you're as good in the mirror. I think we've seen it work out for Israel here. And I think especially when you do weird stuff or slightly non-meta stuff, like say a McCree Mercy Orisa Sigma push on Anubis B, it can catch teams off guard, and particularly newer teams, newer rosters. And this is exactly what pretty much all the teams in this tournament are. It's a big value, and once again, it's Doomfist Widow for Israel.
Doomfist Widow, wow, they're taking it very long range or very close range. I mean, you have a lot of options to escape from just about anything as a good Doomfist. So we'll see what's going to happen as Alive takes the first pot shot into the shield of Moose. Germany immediately onto the point, going in for the close range engage, trying to force Israel into the fight that they're trying to fight. Radi, though, going down to Knarzen, who is able to save himself with a very, very nice move. Alive taking down Engineer, and it looks as if Israel are in control of this. Alive with a double. Knarzen following it up right there, and it is just beautiful to see this game go in there. And Aviv finally finding a target from up on that statue right there.
The question for this one for Germany is, can they win the fight on the floor quick enough? Because you saw there, Knarzen was playing by himself on the ground, so it's his job to try and stall out point with that shield he can constantly reposition to try and buy time for Aviv and Alive to set each other up. That time, he did it, but I feel like Knarzen shouldn't be able to get away with that, let alone kill the May. I think a bit of an error there on Germany's part, but again, Germany quick to point, Ollie.
Yeah, Germany quick to point because they want this close range engage. Dark Artist, though, finds Engineer, so you're immediately losing the reason for going all the way up there. And it doesn't look like they're fully going for a reset. The hold pulling Germany up. Aviv fights Radi in the back line. And it is Germany once again under pressure here as Alive takes another double. Aviv coming up for Hardy. Reset.
They're getting rocked here. Absolutely rocked. Did have to use a couple of ultimates there, but Baptiste ult works particularly well. Germany, desperately low on ultimates, just going to have to try and win a neutral fight. They can't really rotate. I guess they could maybe rotate all the way to the high ground, but it's quite difficult to get in position. Could be an option for Germany, though, or they can just keep trying to force the point and force the fight there. Problem is, Supercharger, Gravitic Flux on the side.
Alive in trouble, Alive going down. So now Germany with an option of going in there. Knarzen finds IBTB, gets Moose for the double with the rock. Alive gets rest up there, and Dark Arthurs stabilizes the situation, finding two people, pots on Refit, Rady going down, another reset. This is insane, the way that Israel are playing this out. Wow, and Knarzen is a big part of that one.
Great play from Israel. They're setting up the surround. They're getting value every single time when they do this. Alive messes up his grappling hook. They punish him, but it's still not enough.
I hate to say this. I mean, they could be full health here with another minute 20 on the box here. Knarzen on the off angle. Germany immediately back to point. You know that it's not going to work. Sound barrier coming up there. The Blizzard is going out for Team Germany. So now they have some room to move. Knarzen in trouble again. Knarzen almost finds Rady again there with that nice stun. Aviv gets on Refit. Aviv gets Hardy. Stabilized yet again. 1 minute on the clock. Israel still in full control of this. And just 1/3 of the point capped so far.
I thought that was going to be it, you know. Germany had been slowly but surely forcing ultimates out of Team Israel. They had a great advantage into that one. But again, the Blizzard not as valuable as it normally is when you've got a Widow and a Doomfist who can easily avoid it. Now, 40 seconds left. Basically, last fight. Engineer over to Doomfist. They've got time. They've got time.
Losing one shield, just 30 seconds from the point. Moose in trouble with the shot as well. Half HP. They have to reset it yet again. Let's see if Knarzen can push the trigger, can pull it there with that another graphitic flux.
He's hiding for it. He wants an aggressive one. I think the swap from Engineer is good. He can get on the Widow now, and he has to. The rest of his team can take a fight on point here. Big fight, big drop
Knazen
of
with the
opportunity.
ultimate coming in right there. Alive finding Radhi. Aviv on Engineer. 2 people down for Team Germany. 5 seconds on the clock. Knazen and Aviv just cleaning it out. And this could be that. A full hold on the first thing. The overtime wick running in there. And there is no one to contest that.
Actually outstanding from Israel. They just had an answer to everything. As soon as they hit that point, you had Knazen dropping behind them, you had Alive on the high ground. Aviv can obviously do basically whatever he wants with the mobility Doomfist has. Dark Artist drops from the other side of point, makes it really difficult. And I think, again, it's hard to tell without seeing it from everyone's point of view, but I feel like maybe a bit of indecision from Germany over who they want to fight, maybe getting caught up going for too many targets. Doomfist swap maybe could have come earlier, but if you're Team Germany now, you can't focus on that. They have to try and do what Team Israel have done to them before and complete a big first hold. But Kingsrow, a tough point to do it on.
Yeah, no, that is true. I mean, looking at what Germany did in there, they were just trying to force the issue. They were trying to force Israel into playing that close-range game. Israel never went for it. Always just fanned out, took the side angles, and just smashed them in, just ground them up into a fine dust. And they did it over and over and over again. And that's not how you win a tournament like this one. Now, Israel on attack, though. Now they have to go into those close ranges. And let's see how they handle it.
This is a real problem for Team Germany as well, because the nature of first point defenses is the attacking team can counter comp you. So you normally have to just play a comp you think's good at a lot of things and force it to work, especially since they have to defend here. 63% isn't a huge amount. Meanwhile, Israel have all the choice in the world. They could go Farah, Hanzo, slowly just spam them down. Might be the safest choice. Looks like they're just going to start on the Doomfist Widow again. Worked on defense. Why not make it work on attack?
Yeah, if you can get that Doomfist into a situation where you can at least distract the enemy team. I mean, you have a long-range engage, you have some great tanking right there, and for now at least, it looks as if Awkward is really pulling his weight in this round, and that may just be the change between the last couple of games we've seen and this one. You know, those teams both fully aware of each other's capability. Oh, Alive nearly taking Repit out of the sky. Aviv on the sideline. And this looks like a lot of pressure on Team Germany right away as Israel is coming in there. Aviv in the back line, trying to get Hardy down, and Alive takes Engineer. Now this could be interesting. Good ice rock though there by Radhi. Aviv trying to find a target, has to weave in and out of this fight once or twice. The cap is almost real, and we are looking at something that could very well be over soon. There's the Doomfist ult. Oh, Moose going down for Aviv, who is just finding target after target. Hardy in trouble, surrounded there, and Aviv pulls the trigger. Knazen taking down Engineer, and this could be over before it started, with Alive taking down Rapid, and very close. This was it. Booyah! Israel wins.
Great performance, absolutely great performance. I have to feel Germany maybe misplayed that slightly. I feel like if they just sit in that corner, eventually Israel will find something. Even if it took a few attempts. Obviously Israel did it first once, and that's even better. But they'll find one eventually. I think Germany had to try and find an opening there, and it feels like certainly we talked about slightly atypical comps causing problems for teams that are relatively new, and this is exactly what I think we've seen here. Team Germany probably better, more accomplished on paper, but thrown a complete spanner by Israel, and they weren't able to handle it at all.
All right, and we are getting an interview in there. Now we are getting Knazen. Knazen, as you remember from Team Israel, the Sigma player who has surprised me, not only in the first match versus Switzerland, but also in that very, very, very clutch game that we've seen right now. A couple of times able to stabilize an entire fight by themselves. And here he is right now, the man, the legend from Israel, their off-tank player. Knazen, welcome. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Talk to me about that then. Talk to me about it, because no shade, Knazen, but I wasn't expecting to see a Team Israeli player here. Were you confident going in? Do you think it's maybe as much of an upset as people think?
We were really focused, and I think that was the key to winning the game against Germany. We stayed focused during every map, and yeah, we played our game.
Yeah, I mean, you had some trouble there in the early. Tell me, what did you change in order to stabilize that comp and come out on the winning side?
Honestly, I don't think we changed much. I think we just we played our strategies that we had, practiced, and we played the composition that we talked about. And I think that yeah, we just managed to play better on the other maps.
Was
Now,
that a purposeful choice specifically for Germany, or no, just for comps you want to play?
No,
Or
no,
maybe
no,
that's
no,
maybe
no,
that's
no.
leaking strats. I don't know.
Just for comps in general. Just for comps in
Okay.
general.
Yeah.
We just
that
played our
is
game.
that is super. I heard, and I asked your teammate about that earlier, that you guys are sitting in Tel Aviv with a couple of players together. Is that right? Are you in the room with them?
Me personally, no, 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 no. I am not.
Okay, because I would have loved to hear what the room is like right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it was really good energy. A lot of good energy. That's for sure.
I can definitely imagine that. Now,